Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in. Always appreciate that. If you're new to the show, thank you very much for checking me out. I hope that you like what you see and you decide to come back again. And I'm very curious to see what Spirit is saying for you this week, Sagittarius. So let's get right to it. So looks like you have an action-heavy week. So let's go ahead and look at your action cards. So starting with that Two of Wands, the Two of Wands is talking about just pure progress and discovery. So you're going to be learning some new things. You're going to be feeling very comfortable doing some discovery, looking at things possibly from a different perspective. And the Two of Wands also says that you have a reliable partner that's going to help you with that. So that way you really do have someone to balance you out, to make sure that you're looking at things from the right perspective and make sure that you are appreciating it, really getting what you're supposed to get. Two heads are better than one, right? So if you have someone who obviously, if it's a reliable partner, it's someone who cares about you, cares about the outcome. So that action card is saying, yes, you're going to be open to a lot of new things. And part of it's going to be because you have someone to do that with, someone who's going to be interested in what you're interested in, someone who wants to be with you when you discover these things. So go for it, Sagittarius. It looks like that's exactly what needs to be happening. And since you have that very optimistic and idealistic nature, the discovery is really going to be fun for you. Then we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is just reminding you not to work too hard. And I don't think any of us have that problem, right? Well, no, that's not true. Some people really do keep their nose to the grindstone, so to speak, maybe a little too much. So starting out with the Two of Wands, saying that you are going to be open to finding new things and being open to discovery. You want to know stuff. You're going to be willing to look for things and do some research and just progress in that manner. Then with that kind of start, I would say that the working too hard and the imbalance not going to be happening too much because you already have your reliable partner there who wants to help you with that. Unless that partner happens to be your coworker. You're really close to your coworker and you guys are both on a tangent about something, then perhaps the Ten of Wands is there reminding you, don't invest too much time there. You need to remember that you need to have an equal parts play or an equal parts just life in general. Work is great. And if you're really on a roll with something, you're really making some progress with something, you have somebody who's interested in that too, just remember you have to have some time to relax, time to do something other than work. So the Ten of Wands is just reminding you of that, Sagittarius. Don't get too wrapped up in work. I know it's easy to do. Don't do it, especially this week. For some odd reason, this week it's saying you don't want to forget that you need time for yourself as well. And then with the Page of Wands, again, ambition and new opportunities coming up, just really, really feeling impassioned about something. You really are going for it. So maybe that Ten of Wands really is cautionary. It's telling you be careful because the Page of Wands is saying you can't wait to do this. You're full of ambition. You're so enthusiastic about it. You just can't wait to do this. So you have to be careful that you just don't get carried away with that enthusiasm. And next thing you know, you're spending more than 40 hours a week at work, way more than 40 hours a week at work, and you find yourself exhausted and drained because you don't have enough rest, you don't have enough downtime, you don't have enough playtime, you're eating at your desk. Ugh, eating at your desk, that's wonderful. Eating your dinner at your desk, that's even better. Don't do that to yourself, Sagittarius. If you can't do anything else, make sure you take time for that. Take time for a break. Take time to enjoy your meal. Take time to enjoy the person that you're doing this with. Yeah, I really feel like you should be careful about working too much with the Page there too. And looks like you might be overburdening yourself with work. Be careful with that. And then with your Four of Wands, again, the Four of Wands is kind of a romantic card. So that reliable partner more than likely is not your coworker. So again, be careful. Spend your time that you need to with your loved ones, or just by yourself. Just be away from work. Don't be engaged in work. And so with the Four of Wands, we're talking about romance or marriage and teamwork, but harmony from it and stability from it, and contentment. So when you are content with something, it's not, I don't think it would be something that's causing you harm or something that would make you unhappy. So on that note, I think you're going to get that. Keep that work and leisure balanced, Sagittarius. So now let's look at your money, because we're talking about working too hard. So with the Seven of Pentacles, we're talking about perseverance, and knowing that you will, in the end, you'll be rewarded for having patience and faith in a long-term outcome, something that you've been working toward. So it is kind of talking about that long-time commitment towards something, being rewarded for that. That is true. If you are patient, that usually happens for you, but not at the expense of your life, of your time. So don't do that, Sagittarius. But the Seven of Pentacles is saying that you will and you should be rewarded for your patience and your faith in something that you've been working on. And then the Ace of Pentacles, of course, is talking about material success, period. Material success, prosperity, but also contentment. So the things that you're working on right now, Sagittarius, the investment of your time, your effort, possibly money, your investment in yourself is going to pay off. The Ace of Pentacles is saying that you will definitely be rewarded for that, and you will have that strong sense of abundance, which is also that contentment with what's going on. So definitely what you're working on, what you're working toward with that reliable partner, possibly your spouse, or toward a goal that's going to help that situation, saying it's going to turn out well. It's going to be lucrative. Then with your Knight of Swords, the Knight of Swords is referring to, again, discovery, that sense of discovery. That's wonderful. That's great. But with the Knight, it's talking about also because you are seeking a rational or a logical answer to something. So you have a purpose for that search, for that discovery, for that wanting to find something out. So with that, it's kind of nice because you do have an end game. You do have a goal for that. So it kind of keeps that in check, which is what we know we have to do this week. And then you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is talking about seeking meaning, seeking a rational solution from the Knight of Swords to seeking meaning with your Eight of Cups, and a desire for a more spiritual life. So in that case, it's probably talking about how you treat your relationships and how you are looking at your life. So I think that Eight of Cups is sealing the deal. I feel like you won't let work overtake your personal life, and you will remember there are other things to do beside work, Sagittarius. So that is what I am seeing for you this week. Thank you for joining me, and I invite you to tune in for my Weekend Energies show, which airs this Thursday. And as always, essentially, we all have a divine purpose. Embrace the universe and live your dream. Until next week, here's wishing you health, prosperity, and positive relationships. Farewell to you.